unfortunately, the youths in Akwa Ibom have been so malhandled that they think that the palliative that should come to them should be money or votes. That's what everywhere we go, that's what we see. But I want to believe the palliative he's talking about now should be very important. But something else I want to do here in Akwa Ibom, I take it passionately because I've seen people indirectly do it and they get results. Now, I don't know, in the movie industry, where are Akwa Ibomites? Even people from Cross River, where are they in the movie industry? The movie industry has been taken over by a cabal. And so you see that most of the people that are acting are from a certain part of the country. It is conscious, it's not by accident. They invest money and so they take control of the market. So I want to consciously invest money in talent hunt. I don't think there's anybody that can crack joke more than Akwa Ibom man. But today we're not anywhere in the comedy industry.
We're even good. Many of the comedy youths are very good in the creative arts.
Very
music.
Very. But have you seen them anywhere? So the government has to consciously invest in them. So that's part of what I want to do. Football, it is not by accident. It's not. You have to do programs where you hunt for talent, you develop them, you empower them, you finance them to even go outside the country and do well. Get people from international communities to come and watch them play. Football scouters. So there are lots we need to do in that respect.
Okay. Hello. What you said, you talked about this payment or WAEC.
You know, I've been answering the questions as you asked me. Now we have a very key program we want to do in the education sector which will affect the youths. And that is that in every primary school and secondary school we want to build a vocational unit within the school. As you are reading mathematics and they tell you must pass before you graduate to a next class, you also have to be involved in vocation. You must be doing one thing. Every child has a talent and an instinct. So from primary school all the way to secondary school, the child will be training on certain crafts. So by the time he's finishing secondary school, he already has his areas of specialty, maybe 2, 3. Now, during that period, education has to be free. To avoid a situation where a child does not have a craft and he said, because I didn't go to school. So primary and secondary will be free. WAEC and NECO is part of it. We have to begin to consciously see how we can increase the number of Akwa Ibom students who are tops in the country. It's kudos to the state. So how much is WAEC and NECO that we cannot afford to pay? If we can tell you don't pay school fees throughout the period, and where the money come from, people will say, oh, IGR, and they'll be paying taxes. And so those industries are enough to take care of most of these needs. Now, going to the other aspect, I think he asked something also about bursary.
Yes.
When I was in school, I think I received bursary for some few years. I wonder why that should be, because that's the only way you can now encourage students who, they could be very intelligent students, but their parents don't have capacity. So not only are we going to give bursary, we should be giving scholarship to the best students in the sciences, for me specifically. Sciences, because that's what we're targeting. Yeah, we should get scholarship to the best students in the sciences to encourage them. Maybe the ratio of science to arts could be a ratio of 6:2. Because what we need more are scientists. So maybe for every 6 science students, maybe two arts students will get a scholarship for the best students in respective universities, apart from the bursary.
Are there also plans by your administration, if you come, to ensure that university students as well, graduates from universities, are employable? I mean, they've got to learn some vocation, some skills, so that in case they're out of school, what do they do? Do they just hang in
that is
government to employ them?
That's what I said earlier. We are building 2 skill acquisition centers in every local government. So if you come out of university and you are not part of this program, you were not able to, well, for virtue of when you entered school. Because if you, means from 2023 upwards, every child that gets admission into a primary school already begins to learn the trade. But for those that have already gone through and they have not learned this trade, they will go to the skill acquisition centers and learn. So if you come out of university, you read history, there must be a skill that you have. So you go to the skill acquisition center,
Hello.
get a skill and move forward.
Okay, hello. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Itoro, go ahead. Go ahead from you. Create industries for Akwa Ibom State and to massively employ the youths in these industries if you create them. That Uyo is the capital of Akwa Ibom State, and then if it must be a beautiful place for people to live and do business, then it should have industries where people would work and live and be at, comfortable people, comfortable life. And so they're looking for industries that would employ loads of youths. So in just a few minutes, because of our time.
Okay, I believe Itoro just came online because that's...
Maybe.
Yeah. Itoro, what I said is that we'll be building 10 cottage industries in every local government. Every local government. So you discover that many people will even want to stay in their local government and work. 10 cottage industries in every local government, producing what people are using every day. So you have people coming from all over the state to come and buy it. You are drinking juice right now. That juice is done in Lagos and it's transported all the way down here. I look at an Akwa Ibom where we also do our juice and take it all the way north. I look at Akwa Ibom where we have yogurt and take it all the way up north. I look at Akwa Ibom where we produce fiber, clothes, fillers, nails, and take it up north. It takes not more than 120 million to do a nail factory. I don't know if Akwa Ibom does not have that kind of money to produce, to even do 20 of them in the state. All over the country, people consume nail. And my own, as a real estate developer, I spend not less than 3 million naira buying nails on a monthly basis. Now you can imagine the quantity of nails we're using all over the country, and we are importing most of those things. So why can't we produce them here? So we're going to have 10 minimum, for a start, 10 cottage industries in every local government. And as we progress, it will only keep increasing. I want to see an auto industry manufacturer come to Akwa Ibom and build a factory here. Good luck, Jonathan tried to do it. It's the issue of continuity. It was not continued. But I think Akwa Ibom, we are going to key into that. 2-3 years into the government, an auto factory manufacturer should come into Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom will be a hub for a lot of activities, industrial activities, and the youth should be employed. My target is that the youth are employed, and we have something we are offering to Nigeria. It's not just oil. Akwa Ibom is blessed, Akwa Ibom is rich, and it's time to put the wealth into play. All what we are blessed with, we should bring it to the fore, make money out of it, and be better citizens. Akwa Ibom citizens are relatively very poor as we speak, and I think I'm not overemphasizing that.
Engineer Koffie, I'm going to give you, to make you have a break now. We'll just take a break and then take some messages and come back.
The land in every part of Akwa Ibom State beams abundance of God's blessings. Our waters, the global wealth warehouse. Our land, highly fertile and reliable for agriculture. Our people, intelligent and hospitable. And our terrestrial identity echoes the warmth, beauty, and the grandeur of the heavenly charm. But our people are generally poor and helpless. The political arrangement and structure that has dashed us this poverty must be shown the way out and replaced by an intentional leadership that prioritizes human capital development and wealth creation for all. As a structural engineer, a builder, a production and management expert, I have learned through the years the importance of a solid foundation carried along every one member of the community to create a network of wealth. As we prepare to march to the booths, ensure to vote out godfatherism, mediocrity and ill-gotten wealth millionaires by voting the first spot on the ballot, and a vote for our court parties, a vote for our collective prosperity. I am Engineer Dr. Emem Koffie for Governor, Akwa Ibom State. Thank you.
Many thanks for staying with us. You're still on to us, a special interview session with Engineer Dr. Emem Koffie, the governorship candidate of the Accord Party. Before we let you go, because of our time constraints, just give us a parting words to the electorate as they go, because they need to know how to vote. I mean, for those who are not literate enough to understand that it's a party called Accord Party, just quickly just tell us how they expect them to do on Saturday.
Saturday, 18th of March, we are going to the figure boy no Accord Party. In my figure boy no Accord Party, do back a ballot. If figure boy no engineer Dr. Emem Koffie. It's only a madman that does one thing over and over again and expects a different result. He meaning we tried PDP for 24 years. He walk a more again amutumo, but I'll be on the bank because there's about member maybe saying it to me say, yeah, I send body down. I do industrialization. Yeah, automobile. I send body down. I don't need no. Montinya wodwa. I cook eda nyamodwa. Yeah, I send body down. I don't need parawa. Eba go song the youths. Enam ya money ubogutum. Ema you ubogutum. Ufuro ya dia kwaibom. Yenya man one ka kwaibom ya Emem. I mean kere engineer Emem Koffie. Ubem miedo ubem Emem. Abasend young men because I came usung Emem. Vote engineer Emem Koffie. Vote the first party on the ballot. I do tombo wokedo. Ayaket. I do yellow. Ubok nano aba. Ubok one ten. Ubok.
All right. Before we let you go, what do you make of the peace process that you signed a pact recently, about 2 days ago?
It was a.
So that we have a peaceful polling as we look forward to.
It was a. It should be applauded for the Commissioner of Police to have arranged that with all the service chiefs. But like I said on that day, the peace is a two-way thing. Like the people, when they are happy, when the electoral process is free and fair, everybody, if you win, you know you've won. If you lose, you know you lost. But when you feel you were disenfranchised, when you feel you were cheated, there's little we can do. The people, the electorate, the youths who have been crying and complaining for change, they could react. So let everybody, let all hands be at deck to ensure that there's fairness, there's equity, there's justice in the electoral process, and everybody will be happy.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your time with us despite your very busy schedule, and we wish you well at the polls on Saturday. Thank you, Engineer Dr. Emem Koffie. And viewer, we thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the phone calls. We're sorry, we sincerely apologize we couldn't take all the calls. We'll do that sometime in the near future when time permits. If you call, send your messages and we'll just do justice to that. Thank you for watching. I am Oku Ekpeyong saying bye for now.
Development, better work, better future for Nigeria. Accord Party #1 party. Now we the win, we go win them again. Now we shall be your party. Accord Party. If you want to vote president, Accord Party. If you want to vote governor, Accord Party. From national to local government, Accord Party. Vote Emem Koffie for governor, Accord Party. Christopher Mongole for president, Accord